Does a 6-foot fence really murder a property value? I installed a privacy fence after the third time I caught the neighbor's eyes peeking over our hedge like a meerkat with a mortgage. The contractor finished in 2 days. By sunset, my inbox had a letter from the HOA president, forwarded from my neighbor, accusing me of neighborhood blight and, quote, economic sabotage, which is a lot of syllables for, I can't watch your grill anymore. Flashback. When we moved in, the neighbor introduced herself by pointing out our trash cans were facing the wrong way, then asked what we paid for the house. When I joked that my favorite number was, mind your business, she laughed like I had agreed with her. Then came the borrowed ladder that never came back, the uninvited advice about our garden, the time she knocked at 7 a.m. to say our curtains made the street feel closed off. The irony is noted. The fence is code compliant, neutral color, 6 feet except the side that's 5 for line of sight at the corner. I read the regulations like bedtime stories. Her email, however, read like a prophecy of doom. Buyers will flee, appraisals will plummet, children will cry at the darkness. My reply was friendly, happy to discuss. Her reply was a Google Doc with annotations. I invited her to walk the perimeter. She arrived with a tape measure and a frown. It changes the character, she said. I said it stops your dog from using my tomatoes as a restroom. She said we're a community. I said a community with doors. Flashback. The last straw was her leaning over the hedge to ask why my sister visits so often. My sister was recovering from a breakup and needed a couch. I realized the hedge wasn't high. Our patience was low. We had the hearing with the HOA. I brought the permit, the regulations, and photos of her security camera pointing directly into our yard. She brought a neighbor petition with 3 signatures and a highlighted article about curb appeal. The board glanced at the paperwork, at the photos, and then at the dog mid-escape on one of the prints. They voted. Compliance approved. Case closed. Back home, I sat on the patio and listened to the fence do what fences do. Stand quietly. My neighbor sent a parting text. Enjoy your wall. I replied, I already am. And, strange relief, I really was. Does a 6-foot fence really murder a property value? Am I the a-hole for installing a privacy fence even though my neighbor says I ruined the block?